Imagine this. What if no matter how hard you tried, you can never truly know what it feels like to be someone or something else? In 1974, philosopher Thomas Nagel asked one of the most strangest and most important questions in the philosophy of mind. What is it like to be a bat? This question wasn't about animals. Really, it was about consciousness. Nagel was asking, can we ever step outside our own minds, or are we forever trapped inside human experience? Let's break this down. Nagel points out that bats experience the world through echolocation. They see with sound. Their reality is filled with echoes and vibrations that we can't imagine. Sure, we can describe the mechanics scientifically. We know about sonar, sound waves, and bat biology. But Nagel argues that none of this tells us what it actually is like to be a bat. Why? Because consciousness is subjective. It's tied to a point of view. And here's the catch. Every point of view is private. My experience of red, or the taste of coffee, or the sound of music, those are mine. You can't step into them. You can only imagine from the outside. Nagel says this creates a deep problem for science. Science wants to be objective. It strips away perspectives to find universal truth. But consciousness is the opposite. It only exists as a perspective. To understand it, you can't remove the subject, and you are the subject. So here's the tension. How can an objective science explain a phenomenon that is, by its nature, subjective? This is the core of Nagel's insight. Consciousness cannot be fully reduced to physical facts. No matter how much neuroscience advances, there's always something left out. The what it is like. Imagine this. You know everything about bats scientifically. Their brains, their wings, their sonar. You're the world's leading bat expert, but still, you don't know what it's like to be one. Nagel's point is explosive. There may always be limits to human knowledge, not because we're ignorant, but because reality itself might include experiences that no outside observer can ever access. This is why Nagel's essay became a cornerstone of the philosophy of mind. It challenges reductionism, the idea that everything can be explained by physical science. It even anticipates what later became the hard problem of consciousness. Why experience feels like something instead of just being a brain activity. So, what do we take away from Nagel? He's not saying we should give up on science. He's saying consciousness is special. It forces us to confront the limits of objectivity. Maybe we'll never know what it's like to be a bat, but Nagel's essay reminds us that our own human experience, what it's like to be you right now, is not just data. It's reality itself from the inside. And perhaps the mystery of consciousness is not a problem to be solved, but a perspective to be respected. That's the lasting power of Nagel's question, and makes us wonder not about bats, but about ourselves.